I don't want to kill you. Oh, that was close.
Seems that everyone bang except yours this year. Oh, wait.
At least you can handle it, son.
It's true.
You see there's like a whole piss thing about that.
Yeah, sick.
So it's always Christmas party, isn't it?
Love it round here.
Have you been to the Phoenix before?
No, never.
No.
I think it's my first time in Exeter actually, but it's a nice drive in. It's really easy today.
Where did you come from?
Watford. Yeah, man. Sorry, mate. Oh, cheers, dude. Forgot about that. It's good tape, isn't it?
On the tape sounds amazing. As I said to the lads, I really stopped using that gas tape.
What? That?
Cuddy, we have a gift,
Oh,
right? But
you've eaten half it already.
no,
Oh.
there's only one for the 8 of you.
That's okay.
I was thinking of getting
Thank you very much.
one for everyone, but that's like 45 quid.
That's smelly. No, thank you guys. That's beautiful of you. Quality streets from quality people.
You know that.
That's you.
We just figured
Bring it
that
in. Bring it in.
Merry Christmas.
We love you guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you for hanging out with
we
us.
figured that you've done so much for us this year that we'll get something small.
Well,
for
that's
you.
very kind.
You know, big actions get
guys.
small rewards.
We have been given the Holy Grail snacks. These are from High Regard. So thank you, High Regard.
Thank you guys.
We love you.
We're nice people sometimes.
You are nice people. I would say all the time.
You should hear us
Like
in the car.
50% of the time.
A solid 30.
Are we done?
We have a Christmas present for you.
Oh shit, boy!
So this is from
It's-
Jamie and 10 years. So it's from LSP and the boys in 10 years.
We love you.
Guys.
I reckon it's a sweet hamper.
A sweet hamper.
I don't know why.
What gave it away?
It might be the big bucket sticker, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my
Such
god.
a nice hamper, those. Oh my god, are these real?
How many men does it take to open a box?
7. Oh my god. That's so cute.
Yo, there's like bare Maltesers in there, bro. Chocolate orange. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, that's insane.
Low key.
Thank you.
That's dinner sorted.
It's well sick.
We're gonna play the set twice as fast.
Yeah, we're just going to be high. On sugar high. Nice.
That is stunning.
Oh, this is really nice. Thank you very much. Right.
No worries.
Thanks, Jamie and the crew. We're not taking too much room, are we? Cool.
You want to manually drop that the
We're running out of stickers.
I've got a couple of rain
There's another band I don't know if that's their only t-shirt though. I think it might be their only one. If it is, then
Yeah, push stuff over if you need to. Liam, you called if we chuck our rack back there now? Nice one, cheers dude.
I know that they.
landed it off the tip.
Yo! So boys, cheers. Hi! Chat shit about me.
Yeah. Hello again, how are you doing? Are you excited?
Yeah, big room, man. Yeah, it's cool.
So excited.
Check, 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 check. Right.
G-Man doing that?
Did you guys need more room? Because we can move up.
That's okay, don't worry about
Nice and boys.
Check! Check! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Monday, Monday, Tuesday. Check 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Hey, 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 hey. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Not just quite a lot down. Okay, that's fine. Right, sorry. Just drive the bass a second. Sorry, Liam, yes? You turn apparently the guitar way up. Okay, that's all good. Out of front. Yeah. Is that better for Okay. Can I get mine up? Of course. And you wanted yours up a bit more, did you, Chris? Yeah, this one up here. Right, there you go. Let me hear a bit more of Sam's vocal, please.
Have you got like spare batteries or anything?
9 volts or
Hello, hey, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, 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 1, 2.
couple. Got a couple.
Can you get that pad for us again, please?
Just to make sure.
Hey, drugs.
Should all have power in it. Should all have power in it.
Yeah, but on mine. I want to test this. I wouldn't mind hearing it if possible. Can you give me a bit more? Is there any way you can increase the tower a little bit? Yeah, just see the whole fix.
Feeling good?
Feeling good, looking good.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I played a single right note there. Right, let's clear these. QC. Georgia, can I have your ears back? Can I have your ears back? Reaccount maiden. Bow, bow. Glad I'm up.
Hi. It was a good show and we had
Spilling water
lots
everywhere.
of fun.
Do one for Matt as well, yeah?
And herself.
Just do it, pussy.
So if you guys play that, well, you are playing that show, actually. Would you be like staying down there? Yeah. The day
Shit off.
girlfriend and friend. You're doing the
Not that one, no.
I'll watch just the chat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, baby! Here we go!